Man City versus Club Bruge. Massive game. Just simple task for City. You win the game, you go through. You don't win the game, you're out of the Champions League. I'm not even sure if it like comes down to other results as well. Can someone let me know in the comments? Because I've heard that, but I've also heard if we win, we're just through to the playoffs anyway. And I've heard Bruge are on like some mad unbeaten run or something like that. We haven't lost for a good few games, which is worrying. But when you look at Club Bruge, we should be beating them. I don't care whether it's 1-0 or it's 7-0. Just win the game. Like, part of me, like, thinks we're going to absolutely tan the fuck out of them. And then the other half of me feels like we're either going to draw 0-0 or get beat 1-0. I feel like it's one of those games where if we score first, we're guaranteed to win the game. Because then they'll have to open up a bit and then the gaps will show you in behind a bit more. But if we concede early, then we're almost certain to lose because I don't see a way that we're going to be able to break them down if they're just sitting in their own half, parking the bus the entire game. Because we're not good at playing against low blocks. And Doku's out, who's would have been good for like a team against a low block, but he's obviously not eligible to play because of injury. I reckon Edison starts. That would be keeper. I reckon right back. I don't know. I feel like Nunes is going to play at right back again because it would feel like harsh for him to not be in the starting lineup after how well he played against Chelsea at the weekend. So I think he deserves to start. Centre backs, I reckon it's going to be Stones and Akanji. Left back will be Gvardiol. The midfield will be Kovacic. Kovacic. De Bruyne. And Foden. And then I reckon Grealish will be on the left. And then Haaland will be up front. And then Savinho will be off the right. But it could be Bernardo on the right wing, who knows. Or did I say Bernardo for the midfield? I might have done. Because it could, the midfield three could be Kovacic, Bernardo, and Foden. Or it could be De Bruyne, Kovacic, and Bernardo, and then maybe Foden goes on the wing. That's debatable. But anyway, my score prediction. 2-1 City I'm going for. It won't be pretty, but I do believe we're going to get the job done. And as on this shirt, where's the badge? There we go. Champions of Europe shirt. Just because we're not the best formed team in Europe at this moment in current time, doesn't mean that we can't win the Champions League. Because there's been worse teams than this City side that have gone on to win the Champions League, which proves that you don't always have to be the best team in Europe at that time to win the Champions League. Obviously, there has been some teams that, like City 22-23, best team in Europe, Bayern 19-20, Real Madrid like 16-17, like that era of like Bale, Benzema and Ronaldo, that crazy front three. Those were like the teams that deserved to win it. But there has been like some like teams like Porto who won it out of nowhere, really. Chelsea in 2011, I think. Were they like 7th in the league or something like that? And then the year that they won it against us, they came 4th. So it just proves that the team that wins the Champions League isn't like always necessarily a side that's winning their league by like loads of points, because City Centurion's team pissed the league, but we got knocked out in the Champions League quarterfinals. So logically, it doesn't necessarily mean just because you're having a good domestic league season that you're going to win the Champions League. It's not a guarantee, because last season we won every single group match. The year that we won the treble and the Champions League as part of the treble, we didn't win every group match, but we still won the Champions League. But statistically, the team that went out in the quarterfinals last season had a better group stage record. So it's a weird competition, the Champions League. Anything can happen. So up the boys, keep the faith. See you till we die.